always great to hear Brother Steve report. It's wonderful for his work in Palo, and I will thank you. I'm here today to share the Tijuana, Mexico mission that we did. On April 27th, a group of us from the following churches, CBCOC, our Hispanic congregation here, as well as Hope Chapel, and of course we partner with Central Shalom Church down in Mexico. This is we have about 19 folks, 19 people that were able to come, and everything came together pretty quickly. I would say we didn't know that whether we could actually form the trip or make the trip at the beginning because we weren't sure how many people can attend. But for God's grace, we have all the folks that joined, as well as all the tasks that we're able to distribute to, according to God's provision, really, truly. So we have, God provided and everything. So we have provided for lunch ministry, we have a gospel message, we have children's craft, the drivers, we have Bible tracts, we have a translator and photographer. So everybody came together relatively quickly. Thank God for that. Now today I do want to introduce, pay a little bit special attention, not all of us been aware of who the folks who are faithfully serving at Central Shalom. At least I haven't. I know our church has been sending mission trips to Tijuana for quite some time. But these are the people, Pastor Salvador, Christians, and Barney. Those are the folks. I want you to see their face and know their name because they have been faithfully serving the underserved down in Tijuana. So I just want to give you guys there's not a lot of word on presentation, but a lot of pictures. I do want to show you guys the faces that we met visually that day. These are the people that we served on that day in April. These are the kids, mostly kids. And one thing that struck me the most was really how happy they all were. They didn't have much, and you can see it at the top left-hand corner, the picture. There was a slope at the full of trash, burned trash, around the area that we held the event. They brought their soccer ball and they just started playing before we got there. So I do want to let you guys see that it doesn't really take much for these folks to be happy and content. And as I will reflect later during the presentation, that is one of the lessons that me and my kids take away. So I'll share that. I'll keep that later. What did we do when we were there? There were jumpers for the kids. We provided some haircuts for the kids, face paints for the kids, and we had children's crafts for the kids. So that event was mainly the neighborhood kids, right, and adults, of course. They all came together, and the Central Shalom is one of the events that was hosted by Central Shalom Church, right? It really, when we got there, after about an hour and a half drive, and we didn't even have time to typically stop at the church where we can do a lot of preparation before we go to this event. In fact, we actually have to go straight to the event, and then ended up having to prep everything there. So everybody was already there. They were having haircuts. The whole morning event was already happening, and they were all pretty hungry. And waiting for us to get there. So as soon as we got there, we immediately started prepping. That was one of the tasks that we thought we had time to do before we showed up. And unfortunately we didn't. So we just have to prep there, right then and there. And it was a little bit hectic and chaotic at the beginning. But I think the Holy Spirit was there, and everybody just jumped in. Everybody, like I said earlier, we had the right people doing the right task, doing the right job, and within I would say half an hour, everything was prepped. Me and Wendy and my kids, we were in charge of the lunch ministry, and so we prepped about over 180 lunches for all the folks during that time in about 30 to 40 minutes. I mean, of course we got help, and we have help, as you can see. Everybody jumped in without anybody asking. They just jumped in. So that tells me, that the Central Shalom group that were already there, and our team, right? I mean, even though we didn't know each other, but we were one family in God, and they just came in and immediately went to work with us. And then, of course, we had the gospel messages. Our speaker, Pastor Joaquin and Pastor Ryan. Pastor Joaquin spoke in Spanish. He was standing right behind me while I was prepping the lunch. I could not understand the word that he was saying, unfortunately. And Pastor Ryan was further away and talking to the kids. And I believe his message was to the creation, God's Assembly's creations. Like I mentioned, we went straight to serving lunch and distributing food. As you can see some pictures, that's what Jessica, Kim was, handing out some sweets after the lunch. So the kids just keep coming back after they finish their lunch. They keep coming back and looking for more, right? And then we just start, seeing what's left. Right? Oh yeah, we have a bag of roll-ups. So we immediately took it out and then start handing them the roll-ups, the fruit roll-ups, right? And then they still come back for more. And then we look for, here's more chips, right? So pick more chips. And then they still come back for more. And then we finally ended up with some bottled water. And then we just, essentially hand out everything, really. Our team, one thing I also want to mention, that our team did not get to have lunch that day. Our entire team did not have lunch because we ran out of food. We literally handed out everything we brought in terms of edible. Everything was handed out. But I did not hear a word of complaint from anyone within our team. We were starving a little bit. The head was starting to get dizzy a little bit. But when you were there, when you were serving, and especially when you're serving with like-minded brothers and sisters, right? Not just from our church, but from many other churches, you tend to forget about the hunger. At least I did. I don't know about my wife and my kids. I forgot. It did not matter that much to me to skip the lunch. And so I thank God for that the Spirit was able to sustain the whole team without lunch that day. And then afterwards, we took the team back to Central Shalom. So once again, I want to bring your attention to who Central Shalom is. This is some pictures on a conceptual plan on the lower right-hand corner of their current church building project. That's an architect rendition. They're still raising money to hopefully to build that main sanctuary. But they were able to build two new buildings on the lower left and the middle. They were able to build a gymnasium, okay? And then they were able to build a children's play area. So I was impressed by that. It's just bits and pieces, but they were raising money. But their goal was to continue to expand the area of Central Shalom. And I got to tell you, that area, and for the entire area for that matter, they were, that's poverty. And I'll share a little bit more about on the reflection when I had my conversation with my kids who went with us after this trip. There were poverties. You can see poverties all around you. And trash, dogs, but you do see a lot of satellite cable dish though. So you cannot miss that. Literally, almost all houses have a satellite cable dish. But other than that, it's pretty. It's boarded up, shack. Really, that's not much. And right in the middle of that neighborhood is Central Shalom. So this will, as you can imagine, this becomes a central place that I would think everybody, especially the kids, wants to get away from and get into. Because they have childcare, they have now a gymnasium, so kids can play basketball there, they can do workout, they have I think they have a summer Bible event, VBS type event in that gym. So this place becomes the community place for support for around the neighborhood. So I just want to let you guys know about Central Shalom a little more. more. They have a Facebook page. They have a website. I think I missed it. It was in an earlier slide. So you just go search. I mean, they have a lot of materials online already. They're a 503B, nonprofit U.S. organization that takes, do the normal takes nonprofit a donation from anybody. So check them out, and I just wanted to, visualize for you who they are and what do they do and what the physical location was, right? So finally, this is, a reflection piece. There's a micro level and then there's a macro level. So let me start with the macro level. We would like for us to continue to pray for the people of Tijuana. It was, once it's impoverished, you see poverty. It is real, but the people are grateful. They're happy, and obviously, we all need to hear the gospel, right? So that's why we're doing, and that's why Central Shalom we're doing what they're doing, and that's what we're, CBCOC, have been partnering with this church for a long time. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the good news to that community out of all the impoverishment and the poverty, right? And we also want to pray for Central Shalom, right? They're playing a critical community witness to the need of the community over there. And they're, like I said, they're building a sanctuary. They're raising funds. I think it's about $450,000 that they're trying to raise, right? So go to the website, check out the progress. And then also, I would like to ask CBCOC to continue the support via the short-term mission. Continue to do that. And like I said, when Wendy and I decided to take our kids, who are 12 years old, 8 years old, and 7 years old, along with us to this trip, one of the biggest takeaway for us as a parent was to basically to show them that there's another world outside of the United States, right? And I think we were able to get that point across to our kids. The feedback I had coming back from them was, they see that people they see the trash. They saw the trash. They saw that there were really no cemetery, to speak of. And there's no, the condition, they understood. They can compare and contrast what they saw at home and what they saw that day. So my hope is that this will serve as a reminder of, especially for the kids, because it's our kids, the next generation. I think this is a good opportunity for the CBCOC family to support, because it's close enough, and the kids can just take that ride with us. And they immediately see that this is a different world. This is a completely different world than they used to. And hopefully, they will be more grateful of what they have. They will be able to learn more about the mission, right? So our conversation get into the Great Commission with our kids, right? What does it mean, right? It means that here, an hour and a half drive. It means for our folks going to Pala, it means for our folks going to the Caribbean, and it means our folks going to Thailand. It also means, your mission field in school. So I've been stressing to them, be a good witness to your schoolmates in school. So that became a micro-level personal reflection for me and my family out of this trip, and I just thank God for giving us this opportunity to do this, even though it's a really, really short trip. It's really short. Beginning to end, it's about 4 hours, not including the transportation. So I wish that we could turn into somehow a ministry, similar to Pala, where there will be some longevity and continuity, right? I do want to get to know the kids a little bit more. I didn't get to spend time with the kids because I was busy preparing the food and doing that. But if we can continue and keep up with this short-term mission, I wish that we can turn into some longer-lasting relationships at the personal level with the kids, as well as with the pastors at Central Shalom. And I think, the need is there. This is a great opportunity. So please continue to support and join us. Thank you very much.